Hello, Albany Huskies. I'm Mark Rademski, Superintendent of Schools. Today we're here with Scott Bungie, our Activities Director, and Key Heron is with us here today too. We're going to be looking at some new software we have. Mr. Bungie, welcome to Husky Voices.
Thanks for having me.
Scott, it won't be long, and we're going to have athletes back in here. That kind of is the kickoff to the school year when the athletes get back for all the different activities. What are some of the things we have coming up, and when do they start?
Yeah, you're right. That is really the start to the school year in general, when we start to see the athletes coming back for practice, and it's always an exciting time for athletes and families and really the staff here at school as well. And like you said, that's right around the corner. August 17th is the fall sports start date this year. On August 17th, we're going to have 9 through 12 football, 9 through 12 volleyball, 7 through 12 boys and girls soccer, 7 through 12 cross country, and then 7 through 12 swimming begin their official seasons. So they'll be here en masse on Monday the 17th, getting ready for what hopefully is another successful athletic season here at Albany High School.
August 17th seems late to me. Are we backed up a little bit this school year with some of our athletic activities?
We are, with the late Labor Day. You're going to notice that throughout the school year. Everything's kind of a week later than it typically is. So the seasons run a little later into the fall, into the winter, and into the spring as well.
And I think I even saw today in the Star Tribune that the two basketball tournaments are backed up this year. So it's going to happen, like you said, all the way through the school year.
And with boys basketball especially, it won't be March Madness in the finals weekend. It'll be April Madness.
It will.
Push all the way into April.
That's backing it up. We're not used to that.
Mm-hmm.
You talked about 9 through 12. When will our middle school kids start coming in and participating?
As I said, for soccer's, cross country, swimming, they're all 7 through 12 sports, so they will kick off on the 17th. Junior high football and junior high volleyball will start on August 26th. And they'll practice the 26th, 27th, and then September 1st before that first day of school on September 2nd when they start their typical practice schedule.
Good. As the kids get ready, is there anything that the athletes, our student athletes, and their parents need to know before we get rolling here?
There are, and we're going to go over our new registration system in a bit here with Key. But a date that I do want people to be aware of is Wednesday, August 12th. Wednesday, August 12th at 7 o'clock p.m. in the Beat will be our 26-27 athletic meeting. And that's a meeting for all athletes and all parents, grades 7 through 12, whether they have a fall athlete or not. A lot of good information is going to be shared on activities, on academics, programs about our booster club. Gina Lomheim, our school nurse, comes and speaks as well and gives some information. So really, I've tried to get away that always used to be called the fall athletic meeting, and I call it the 26-27 athletic meeting because really it's intended for all parents and athletes.
So if a student's not participating in the fall, but maybe winter and or spring, they should show up as well.
We encourage you to attend. We do have the specifics fall sports meetings that follow the general meeting, but that general meeting is really intended to be information that's going to be useful, like I said, to athletes and parents, whether they're competing in the fall or the winter or the spring or any combination.
One of the things that I keep hearing about, and I saw it the other day, it looked like a big green Roomba outside, is I believe the company is Turf Tank, and it paints lines on athletic fields. And I've heard all kinds of things about it. Some of it I think fact, some of it maybe fiction. I'm not sure. But you got that ball rolling, didn't you?
A lot of schools around the state in the past few years have gone to robots for painting their fields. That's something we dabbled with a little bit the last couple of years. We had a company that came in and roboted all of our fields once, and then we manually painted them from there on the rest of the year. But anybody that's been around an athletic field knows that painting lines, striping fields, that's a very time-consuming, very labor-intensive process. So the schools, we did a lot of research on schools that do have these robots purchasing or leasing, and they said, look, it's a huge time saver, and it ends up being a cost savings as well.
And I'm a high school referee, so I wear stripes on Friday nights. Two things drive me crazy: crooked lines and football fields that don't have the hash marks in between the 5-yard marks. And those hash marks, there are a lot of fields we go to that don't have them because they are so labor intensive. And, I guess we're working smarter rather than harder. Like I said, I've heard all kinds of rumors out there. Truth of the matter is, we're renting this for $9,000 a year, leasing it for $9,000 a year. With our cutbacks in our maintenance department, this is a money saver for us. We get some paint with it, $1,000 worth of paint in our lease. Also, when you look at it, the company states that this is going to cut our paint consumption almost in half. Mm-hmm. And I know how expensive those aerosol cans are, and using paint in bulk certainly is going to be cheaper. What I'm hearing is it takes about 3.5 hours to paint a field, and there's some other things that can be done to jazz the field up a little bit.
You bet. We're going to have a nice big purple A right in the center of the field to like I said, jazz it up a little bit. We're not always real fancy. We're here at Albany, but a little bit of purple never hurts anybody.
That's right. I've heard about a new software program we've got. As an official, I've been using Arbiter through the Minnesota State High School League. I think you've probably been using Arbiter in the past.
We have.
We got a new product coming out now.
We do. Probably about 85-90% of the state has switched over to Bound, it's called. Bound is a kind of an all-encompassing activities program that conferences have gone to. We've gone to it in the Granite Ridge Conference for scheduling and contracting events, taking care of logistical things like that. But we're also going to start using it here at Albany High School for our own local needs as well. Bound is a program that we're going to it's going to have a number of links and opportunities for families to find information. Our schedules will be on there. Opportunity to buy tickets. Our ticketing will now be through Bound.
Okay.
That will be new this year. People will be used to Bound from the past. Our region has used Bound the past couple of years for ticketing. So that will be the Albany High School ticketing system now will be Bound. Activity passes can be purchased through Bound and just flash a QR code when they come to the game, the event. Obviously, our schedules, you'll be able to find schedules for all different levels, all different teams, all different programs we have here. There will be links on there for streaming as well for home and away games. So really, it's kind of intended to be a system and a program that ties all the information that people will need into one location.
It's amazing the way technology has changed things. Everything from ticketing to getting our student athletes registered, that sort of thing. We just talked about the robot. One thing I forgot to mention about the robot, that can also be used to paint stripes on parking lots. So, that's going to save us some time, energy, and money there as well. Well, I'm ready to see what Key has to share with us regarding this new Bound system. She's going to take us through that and help our parents understand what it's going to look like when they go online to register their son or daughter in activities.
Yep, Key is going to kind of walk us through a registration, and Key she dove right into the system and is I'll call her an expert on Bound, a local expert on Bound already, and we really appreciate the work she's done, and hopefully this little demonstration will kind of answer some of the questions that we've seen thus far from parents as well.
Great. Let's toss it over to Key.
When you click on the link that you were sent in the email that was sent out regarding Bound, you will set up your family account. You'll first sign up with all of your information as the parent, and when you do that, you will get a family dashboard like this one. And this is what you'll see when you sign in. To get your students onto your family dashboard, you will go to Add Child, and then you'll add New Child. You'll put in all of your child's information. And then put in their graduating year and hit Next. You'll want to hit Albany and then again hit Next, and then their student ID. You can find their student ID on Infinite Campus. It'll be next to their picture. You'll put that in and you'll click Find Student. And as you can see, my student was already in the Bound system because I did go and put all of the students who had physicals on file through us within the school district into Bound system already, so that is a good chunk of the 8th through 12th graders this year. Most 7th graders don't have that, so they will need to be added to Bound. If your child does need to be added to Bound, you are more than welcome to give us a call here at the district or at the activities office, and we are happy to put them in there. Again, if they aren't in there, you will just go to create a new student. But if your student is through the grades 8 through 12, they are most likely already in there. So make sure you check to see if they're in there with this Find a Student button. And then again, when your student pops up, you'll hit Next. And then you want to click the I certify that you're 18, you're that student's parent, and it's okay to add that student to your family. And then you'll add them to your account. Once your child is added to your family dashboard, you will be able to register for them for activities right away. So you'll click this Register for Activities button. Listed are all the open activities that we have right now through the school district. And so you'll just click whichever activity your student is going into, and then you will click which student, of course, you want to enroll, and the option. So there will be a 7th through 8th grade and a 9th through 12th. So just make sure you're paying attention closely of which one. So they get put in the right rosters for those. You'll continue and begin registration for that. Within the registration, you will see that it is mostly, of course, just your typical registration, your child's basic information, your contact information, the child's contact information. It's very important to put the emergency information in there. The big one this year is the documents. Within that documents tab is your child's physical. Every child through Bound or student through Bound is going to be required a physical to be uploaded in order to register for a sport. So that is definitely new this year, and it's a good thing because every student or every athlete that participate does need that physical. I did go through, and like I said before, if your student already had one within the school system, I did go in and put those in. But if your student does not have one on file, that will be needed before you are able to finish registration. You can go through the registration process, and if you get to that point, it'll definitely tell you if your student has that on file or not. And then within this family dashboard, when you're seeing this on the main page, you are able to order your activity passes if you would like to. To do that, you'll go to the public pages right here, and then you'll click the down button. You'll go to My Schools in Albany, and that'll take you to Albany's school district Bound main page. Within that, you'll go to Tickets, and then you'll go to this Buy Now tab. And within this, you can purchase the activity passes, adult activity passes, family activity passes, and student activity passes. Once you do purchase those, you will get a QR code that you are able to use at sporting events throughout the school year, and for younger students that don't have phones or anything like that, we are still doing paper activity passes for the school. So if you definitely need one, please let us know. And then we also do have the Granite Ridge conference passes for seniors. If you're interested in that, please feel free to stop in the office and we'll definitely get that to you. And then you'll go back to the Bound homepage, get everything signed up as you need, and like I said, if you need any help, have any questions, please let us know, and we are more than happy to help you.
Well, thank you, Key and Scott, for chatting with us and demonstrating the Bound software. It sounds like we have an exciting fall in front of us. And thank you all for checking out this version of Husky Voices, our podcast. And Go Huskies!